Hi everybody, this is Carla with Cobweb Corner and welcome to another episode of Throwback Thursday. This is a channel about cross stitch and normally I talk about my personal stitching, my online cross stitch store and things going on in the industry. But on Throwback Thursday, it's a shorter video where I just pick about a dozen charts from way back when and share those with you to give you some ideas of different things that you might not be aware of that are out there to stitch. The links to the items in my shop will be down below in the show more information section. And most of these that I'm going to show you today, I only have one left in my shop. So there's also information down there about if you click the link and it's out of stock. So let's just jump right in. The first one is a really fun set. It's by Curtis Boehringer. It's called the Antique Teddies. It's a set of 12 teddies. There's no picture, but these are from 1997. And I'll just give you an idea of a few of these. That's January, February. This one's he's on his head. That is, I don't know which one that is. August, I believe. And one more. Here's October. So that complete set, I actually have a lot of Curtis Boehringer charts, and they're all from the late 1990s. At least most of them are. And I have, let's see, I have 12 of those sets left, and the price on those is $18. And they're a lot of fun. They're quick stitches. They're really cute, stitched up, and they're something you just can't find anymore. So you get 12 of these for the $18. The next one is from Sudbury House. It's called United We Stand. And let's see. I thought it had a date on it. This one's from 2001. So there's the chart. It's got a number of different patriotic things. Actually, some of these are repeated. So it's got 3 different designs. It's got the eagle, and the designer for these is Donna Vermillion Giampa, and also Laura Kramer Dole. So we have the Statue of Liberty, and then there's two versions of the eagle, I think. One's called, one's for the eagle clock. So it has the, this one right here. It's got the clock numbers going around it, and the other one is just the eagle. So the stitch count on the Statue of Liberty is 70 wide by 98 high, and the clock bird is 70 wide by 67, and just the eagle is 60 by 50. So nice quick stitch. And those were stitched on, let's see if it says, they're stitched with DMC or anchor floss. And the models were stitched on 14 count or 18 count white Aida. So that is United We Stand. And right now in my shop, that's listed for $6.15. And I just have one of those left. I tried to pick a couple patriotic charts and a couple mother charts to have getting ready for Mother's Day and summer. The next one's one I really like, and I actually can still have access to this one, at least for a while. This one's by City Stitcher. It's called Summer Garden Stitcheries. And there's the different designs. You get 3. I really like the blackbird on the sunflower. And then you've got an alphabet sampler and then the beehive. And this is from 1996, and it's designed by Janet Miller. They're all done in either DMC or anchor floss, and the blackbird on the sunflower is called Favorite Perch, and that's only 65 high by 49 wide. Very, very, very simple stitch. In fact, they're all simple stitches. They have some, like, this is pretty much all one color here, and you just have to kind of do a little bit of filling in. The bee skep is 60 by 60. And the alphabet sampler, it's called a Grapevine Sampler, and that's 80 high by 78 wide. And I only have one of those left, but I think I can still get these through Hoffman. And those are $5.15. The next one's by Canterbury Designs, and this was published in 1992, and it's called Porcelain Pretties. And there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 very, very small, quick stitches. And of course, these are shown on the porcelain boxes, but you could stitch these up for small little ornaments, sachets, pillows. You could do, take something like this and do a needle keep. So lots and lots of ways to use those different designs. And the colors are given in DMC, coats, and anchor. Yeah, let's see if it says anything. Here's a little write-up from the designer. The designer was Angie Austin Newton. She says, for over 15 years now, I've been listening to shop owners and retail consumers' suggestions for designing counted cross stitch. Their ideas and input have been invaluable and have greatly assisted me in achieving a diverse line of cross stitch books. Canterbury's collection of quality award-winning publications varies from the very complex heirlooms with intricate shading to original and reproduction samplers, florals, dogs, cats, quilts, etc., to some very basic and small designs, which particularly appeal to beginners and those of us with a shortage of spare time. It's for the latter group that I designed Porcelain Pretties, our 77th book. The designs can be completed in only a few hours maximum, making beautiful, elegant gifts. Whether your finished product is used in one of the lovely porcelain boxes or you choose to make sachets, hanging pillows, etc., I know you'll enjoy stitching each one. Have fun. So that's Porcelain Pretties. I only have one of those left, and that's $3.95. The next one is by Fancy That. It's called Mrs. Farmer Hair, and I think these Fancy That charts are so cute. So you've got Mrs. Bunny in the carrot garden, and this is by Beth Henslick and Carol Kindler, and this is from 1996. The stitch count on this is 100 by 100, and it was stitched with Gentle Art sampler threads. It does give a DMC and anchor conversion. Now this chart, I have 4 of these left. They're only $3.50, and I have 2 of the button packs, the Just Another Button packs left, and those are $13.80. So a while back I have quite a few Fancy That charts, and they're older, and a lot of them call for buttons that are hard to, that you don't always get when you have the chart. So a while back I bought a bunch of the Fancy That button packs from Just Another Button Company, trying to, give you more reason to buy the chart, so that you could find the buttons that are needed for it. So those are available also. So that's Mrs. Button Hair, by Fancy That from 1996. And let's see if it says what fabric it stitched on. It says an alternate fabric is 32 or 28 count blue wing linen, and I don't see where the original fabric is called out. So I really like that. I think all the Fancy That charts are so cute. The next one, I'm going to take it out of the chart pack so it doesn't reflect. The next one is called The Everlasting Wreath by Sam Cloth Designs, and this was published in 1993. And here's what the design looks like. It's an alphabet sampler with kind of a floral border, and it says, the needle plies its busy task. The pattern grows, the well-depicted flower, buds, and leaves and sprigs, a wreath that cannot fade with the passing season. So your work, it's basically a little saying about your work not fading and being an everlasting wreath. So I think that's kind of cool. And that is 151 wide by 173 high, and it was stitched on 32 count driftwood linen by Zweigert, using DMC or anchor floss, and it does call for some beads and Wildflowers Tiffany Rose floss. So that one, I have 4 of those left, and those are $4.50. The next one I love, I have a number of these charts, and this one I really like. It's called Man into a Credit Card, and it's based on the Emerson Quillen comic series or artwork. It says original art by Emerson Quillen, and the needlework adaptation is by Ruth Sparrow Gendron, I'm not sure how to pronounce that, by Twisted Threads. And it's 2 witches, and it says, now tell me again how you turn a man into a credit card. I just think that is so funny. And that would be such a great Halloween humor chart to have, stitched only in one color. I think that's just hilarious. And tell me again how you turn a man into a credit card. Very easy stitch, nice big pattern. It's 275 wide by 79 high, and it's stitched in DMC 310. And they use 32 count Fairy Dust Belfast by Zweigert. So I just think that's hilarious. And then I have another a bunch of these types. If you go into my site and type in Listen Honey, you'll find a bunch of those, because most of the cartoons start out, listen honey, how do I, and then they go on to have their humorous saying. I've got 2 of those left, and those are $5.95. Let's see. The next one is Herb Sampler by Waxing Moon. Now, Waxing Moon is definitely still designing. They have some wonderful newer designs. This one is from, let's see. I had it earlier. This one is from 1997, and it's by Jacqueline Fox, designed by Jacqueline Fox, and that's the design. It says herbs, and then it has thyme, basil, sage, and dill. And the count on this is 69 wide by 108 high. If you stitch it on 28 count, it will be 5 inches by 8 inches. And it was stitched on desert sand linen, 28 count, using DMC. So that is Herb Sampler by Waxing Moon Designs. And that one is $4, and I have 1 of those left. Do that later. The next one is by Glory B. It's called Let Freedom Ring. Should have had, usually I take these out before. I don't know why I didn't do that. Sorry about that. This is the design. It's got the patriotic bell. Nice quick stitch. It was published in 2002, and it is 65 wide by 79 high, and it was stitched on natural brown 18 count linen by Witchelt. So Let Freedom Ring, and I have 1 of those left, and it's $5. The next one is by Nessie Lynn's. This is a pre-owned chart. I just have 1 of these left too. It's pre-owned, but it's in excellent condition. It's called Summer Favorites, and the designer, or the previous owner, had written holiday on it. So look at that little bear, that patriotic bear. And it's got strawberries, watermelon, a birdhouse, and it just says Summer Favorites. Super quick stitch. This one is 83 wide by 93 high, and it was stitched on 28 count lamb's wool using DMC. And actually it has a long color chart. So here's the color chart. I'm surprised it's that many colors for such a small design. So that one, I just have 1 left, and that is $3.50. The next one is by Sandra Sullivan from Homespun Elegance, and she also is still designing. She's been designing for a very long time. This one is called Patriotic Times. I kind of like this one right here with the little hearts down the side. And then this one says USA 1776, Land of the Free. So there's actually there's only 1 design, And then she's taken elements out of this one to make the smalls. So the main design is 105 wide by 96 high. The individual designs are 33 wide by 30 high, and they were stitched on, let's see, the large framed model was stitched on 28 count dirty linen, casual linen, and the small models were stitched on 25 count dirty linen. They were all stitched 2/2 using Weeks Dye Works, but only, and Gentle Art Sampler thread. So only 3 colors were used, and a DMC conversion is provided. So that's Patriotic Times. I only have one of those left, and that's $7.50. The next one is called Mother and Child, and it's based on the original artwork of Janet Powers. And here's a chart. It's got 3 designs: mother and baby, boy with rabbit, and girl with flower. This was published in 1999. The mother and baby chart is 70 wide by 114 high. And the girl with the flower is not shown. Why does it not give the stitch counts for those? I don't know why it doesn't give the stitch counts, but 1, 2, 3, like 50 by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 70 by 60 maybe. And the boy with the rabbit is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 60 by 60 maybe. And they are all stitched with DMC floss. And I have one of those left, and that is $4. And the last one is called A Mother's Garden by Shepherd's Bush. And this one was published in 1997, and it was originally $5. Now I don't know if this one in particular, but a lot of the Shepherd's Bush charts are being reprinted and redistributed at higher prices. So this one is currently, there's only one left on my site, and it's $4.25. And this is A Mother's Garden. And this one up here says, A Mother's Heart is a Garden. And then you've got the 4 little squares down below that say, You have touched my heart. And then there's 1 square with a spot in the center for a button. 2 squares in the spot in the center for a button. And then it says, You have touched my heart and I have grown. And that's what the 4 different things say here. And then she also has, where's that at? Oh, this one right here says Mom, M-O-M. So there's 3 separate designs. The main design, A Mother's Heart is a Garden, is 50 by 69, so real small, and it's stitched in DMC pearl cotton. And let's see if it gives the material. It says materials are 20 count Belinda ivory. So that is A Mother's Garden by Shepherd's Bush from 1997. And that's it. So I hope you enjoyed that episode of Throwback Thursday and saw something you like. If you do like these videos, please hit the subscribe button and then hit the bell so you get notified when new episodes are uploaded. Thanks for watching, everybody. Happy stitching.